What's up everyone, this is Cyberknight, and today I have a special video for you guys because Konami actually sent me the brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel Streets of Battle City box to open up for you guys. So yes, this is another box set for Speed Duels. Basically this one, of course, as it says on the top right there, the tournament begins. 8 ready-to-play decks are in this, and it looks amazing. I mean, of course, you have Yugi and Joey. So we're still in Battle City on this one. We have some of the other artworks, our other Dark Magician here, Insect Queen, Legendary Fisherman, the Arcana Dark Magician, by the way. Then you got Slifer, then also Jinzo, original Dark Magician, and then Gearfried and Slifer again. And then here is the back of it and everything as well. So you can see some of the stuff you're going to get from it. You have 20 new skill cards on this 6 secret upgrades from a set of 22, so there is a little bit of randomness just with the Holos, basically, as it's been, the previous couple of times, really. And then, yeah, you also get Slifer and Dark Magician, the Arcana Dark Magician, yet again, you know, the darker one. It's kind of more of the fan-dubbed Dark Magician. It's one that Arcana used in the anime. So, yeah, let's go on ahead, open this up, and, see everything that's in it, basically. So be sure to leave a like and all that as well. I really enjoy Speed Duel stuff. It's been a good way to get more of my friends, and of course my wife, ooh, that's pretty, into the game. So I do recommend it for sure on that. So just seeing that right there makes me happy, right? That looks sick. I love that. A secret version. I think it's only been, what, ultra rare? I don't even know if Japan had a secret rare one. I don't think so. So there you go. That's pretty sick looking. Look at that. I feel like that's worth the box right there. That's my honest opinion. I would buy this box just for that. Honestly. Okay, that is good looking. Then another Slifer. We've already had Slifer before, but still, you know, hey, I'm not going to complain over a God card. Mind Crush. That's a pretty big card to have in this. Interesting. Red Eyes Black Dragon actually has the full name on it and everything too, so seeing this as a secret looks nice. Original art and all that too. You guys know Red Eyes is my favorite, so that's pretty sick. Gearfried the Iron Knight. I like Gearfried as well. I wonder what version of the deck is in this. Does he have Release or Strength and all that? Then we got Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, another really good card, so I like that one. I remember using that one back in the day. Summon Skull. Okay, now that's pretty sick too. I like Summon Skull. Go with that Black Skull Dragon, right? I kind of doubt it's in this, but would be cool if it was. And Dust Tornado. Another good card. I mean, you know, especially back in the older days, it'd be good for Speed Duels, I'm sure, too. Man, look at that. There's something about the secret rares that are in Speed Duels that's just amazing. I really love the artworks. And remember, too, you can use Speed Duel cards in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! You just can't use regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in Speed Duel. That's the difference. So look out for where it has the little watermark right there that says Speed Duel and all that. And yeah, it even has it under the picture right there too. So that's how you know, by the way, if in case you are confused. Let's get everything out of here. I guess I'll just be able to dump it all out. Oh, there's our playmat stuff too. So it gives you a few playmats to help you and some friends play. So let me unfold one of these. I think it's a double playmat too, so it's gonna be pretty big. Well, I don't know if I can get this whole thing on the screen. Oh, it does pretty well. There's one side of the playmat. Here is the other, because then you have Arcana and his Dark Magician, so that's pretty cool. Sorry, it's hard to get it all on the screen right there. It's a big playmat, seriously. Then you have, the deck lists and telling you the rules and formats and different... It's the stuff we've seen before, basically, so... I don't think this is anything new for you guys, especially if you've seen anything Speed Duel. This is probably something you've seen before, so I'll fold that back up later. Anyway, let's get to these skill cards, because that's something that's brand new for us. And I really like that artwork, too. Let me get through this little plastic bit. Alright, there we go. There's our first skill card. It is Ultimate Wizardry. That is really cool looking. Let's see. When you activate this skill, place up to 1 spell counter on each face-up spellcaster model you control that you can place a spell counter on. Once per turn during your main phase, you can place 1 spell counter on a face-up spellcaster model you control that you can place spell counters on. So basically, it helps you get spell counters. So that's pretty straightforward on that. Iron Grit. Let's see. Gearfried the Iron Knights you control are unaffected by card effects. Interesting. I like how that was straight to the point. Here's the back of them too. I mean, it's the normal backing that skill cards have, so... I don't know if that's really worth showing. You guys probably want to see the new effects more than anything. Well of a Tale. Have Mako on this one. Let's see. Discard one card from your hand. Add one Fortress Well or Fortress Well's Oath from your deck to your hand. Fortress Well monsters you control gain the following effect. Your opponent cannot target face-up water monsters you control with spell or trap cards or effects. It's pretty good, and it helps you with, if you don't know, Fortress Well and all that. That's that older ritual monster that was... I think it was in a turbo pack back in the day, so if I'm correct. We have Insect Infestation. You gotta have something with Weevil. Parasite on the field cannot be tributed if all monsters on the field are insect monsters. Level 7 or higher insect monsters you control can attack directly. Ooh. Once per duel, you can discard one card, then place one Parasite from your graveyard on top of your opponent's deck face up. Treat it as if it were added to their deck by its effect. So basically, a better way to use Parasite, and if you're using, like, what was it, DNA Surgery and Insect Barrier combo, I wonder if that's part of this deck or something, you basically can turn everything into insects, like Weevil did. I mean, and it was, I guess it was against Joey that he gave him Parasite. It's been a while since I've seen Battle Stand, I need to rewatch. Intel from the Cosmos, we have Esparopa. Your opponent must reveal all cards they draw during their draw phase. Ooh. That's kind of scary. That's like cheating. Well, like him, basically, in the series. He was caught cheating. He wasn't actually, you know, he wasn't able to actually read minds. That is a powerful effect, for sure. Stalked by the Rare Hunters. We have once per duel during your end phase, discard one card, then choose one monster in your opponent's graveyard that was destroyed and sent there this turn, and set it to your field. That's pretty interesting as well, taking one of your opponent's monsters like that. And then we also have Now You See Them with Arcana. Let's see, once per duel, if you have 2 or more Dark Magicians in your hand, reveal your hand and then place any number of Dark Magicians from your hand on the bottom of your deck, then draw cards based on how many you placed. So if it's 1, then it's 1 card, 2, it's 3 cards, and 3, it's 5 cards. So if you're using something that's very Dark Magician heavy, you get that 5 cards on that. That's pretty good. You're able to pull that off. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's Strings. Slimy Slimes. I thought he was supposed to be in this. I wasn't 100% though. Let's see. Once per turn during your main phase, you can destroy one Jam Breeding Machine you control and one spell or trap card your opponent controls. Once per turn during your standby phase, if you special summoned Revival Gem by its own effect this turn, you draw 3 cards. Yeah, that's actually pretty scary, because you think about it, Strings was the guy that used Slifer. You know, that's the one that Yugi duels to get Slifer. And the more cards you draw, the stronger Slifer gets. So that's actually pretty powerful. Then we have another one for Yugi here. It is the Dragon Hunting Swordsman. Once per duel, you can discard one card, then fusion summon one fusion monster that mentions Buster Blader, using monsters from your hand or field as materials. While only monsters that you control is Buster Blader or a fusion monster that mentions it, monsters your opponent's graveyard becomes dragons. That is pretty scary. I could see some kind of OTK with that, turning all your opponent's monsters to dragons and powering up basically Dark Paladin. I feel like it's what they're hinting at. There you go. And we might also have the newer Buster Blade fusions. I don't remember with speed duels on that. Heart of a Warrior. New one for Joey. Once per turn, you can discard one card, then special summon one level 5 or lower warrior non-effect fusion monster from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon. You cannot normal summon or set the turn you activate this skill. Basically, I believe this is for Flame Swordsman. That's what that kind of sounds like. So, yeah, being able to actually just summon Flame Swordsman, kind of like he did in the older days. I don't think he ever fusion summoned Flame Swordsman, if I remember, in the original series. A Bountiful Ocean. Another Mako card. Let's see. While Umi is face up on the field, apply one of the following. So, let me see. Make sure it's on camera. Okay. Non-effect water monsters you control are unaffected by non-water monster effects. Once per turn, you can add one water monster from your graveyard to your hand, but for the rest of this turn, you cannot activate cards or effects until you normal summon that monster or a card with its name. So, something very powerful for Mako. Still like how we basically got retrains of his monsters not that long ago in that water set. My Precious Queen. So, yeah, Insect Queen. Let's see. You can normal summon level 7 insect monsters with 1 less tribute. Once per turn during your end phase, you can special summon 1 insect monster token, and it will be Insect Earth, level 1, 100 attack, 100 defense. This token cannot be tributed except for the tribute summon of an insect monster or their effects. You can tribute 1 insect monster from your hand instead when attacking with Insect Queen monsters you control. So basically just a better card for Insect Queen, making her a little bit stronger. Then we have the Machine Menace. So this is once per duel, your opponent controls a face-up trap. Tribute one machine or psychic monster you control, then special summon one Jinzo from your hand or graveyard. Wow. That's another one that seems pretty scary. Jinzo's still good, like for sure. Even out of speed duels, Jinzo's actually a pretty good card. Then we have Collector. Once per duel, if your opponent controls a monster, discard 2 cards with different card types, monster, spell, or trap. Then add 1 card from your deck to your hand of the 3rd type. So I guess you get rid of a monster and a spell, you get a trap card, you know, and all the different combinations of that. So, seems interesting. A Terrible Fate. Once per duel during your end phase, tribute 1 face-up spell caster monster you control. Then your opponent destroys 1 card they control, or sends 1 card from their hand to the graveyard, their choice. So you have to make your opponent destroy some stuff too. Slimy Deposition. This one is once per turn you can special summon 1 humanoid slime or worm drake from your graveyard in attack position, but it cannot be tributed except for the tribute summon of a divine beast monster. Once per turn you can discard 1 card, then fusion summon 1 humanoid worm drake using either worm drake or humanoid slime from your field as one of the materials and the other material from your deck. So basically making that fusion easy to bring out. The fusion in the actual game wasn't anything too crazy, but I think in the anime it was way better, and I think it was even in like the opening of the anime at that point, like at the beginning of Battle City, so I think I remember it like flying around. We have Malicious Motivation, another Joey card. Once per duel, if your opponent controls 3 monsters, discard 1 card, then target all monsters your opponent controls. Also, for the rest of the turn, any damage your opponent takes is halved. Another very interesting one. Oh, here you go. Kaiba Corp Research. You can't get through something without Kaiba. I mean, come on. Kaiba is the man. Once per duel, shuffle 1 monster from your graveyard into your main deck, then send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. During your next draw phase, draw 2 cards instead of 1. So it kind of feels like a Reckless Greed, sort of. Not exactly, but sort of. Battle City Siren. One for Mai as well. Once per turn during your main phase, you can change the battle position of 1 monster your opponent controls this turn. The first attack you declare must target that monster, excuse me. This skill can only be used twice per duel. Then one for Bones, Premature Material. Once per duel, lose 800 life points, then reveal 1 fusion monster in your extra deck, then special summon 1 normal monster from your graveyard whose name is mentioned in that fusion monster material, but its attack and defense become 0. And there, I think that is all the skill cards. Man, that's a lot of reading, isn't it? And then, yeah, so I think first off, this is like all the extra cards that you get, almost like a, I don't know, like a side deck, or like cards you could add into the pre-constructed decks, I guess, basically. Ooh, Gearfried Red Eyes. Nice. Goblin Attack Force, always good. Got our Maiden, Magical Marionettes. Red Eyes Baby. Okay, we're getting some good Red Eyes support then, for sure. A Reversible Beetle. I don't remember this one. Huh. That's kind of interesting. I don't remember who uses that. War of Atlantis. I can see that being very good. Acid Rain. Look at Taiyu. Exchange. Last Day of Witch. That could be pretty funny, because it destroys all spellcasters. Barrel Behind a Door. Exhausting Spell. Bullback Dragon. Dark Scorpion Millennium. Then Strong. We got Skilled Red Magician. So that's the Gaia one, right? No, that's the Archfiend one. Okay. I think the blue one is the Gaia one. Legendary. Oh shit. Book of Moon. There you go. That's always good. Fusion Weapon. Hammer Shot. I can see that being pretty good. Lost Wind. Metal Reflect Slime. Always good. And Wall Disruption, which is like the best card in Speed Duels. Like, this card is really, really good. Like, seriously. Every time I've had duels with my friends and stuff too, especially ones that, you know, aren't like learning how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That card is really used all the time. So let me get the plastic off the rest of these and let's just start going through them. Okay, so starting off we have Red Eyes. So it looks like a bunch of different cards on that. Oh, Air Knight Parrot Chef. That's pretty good. Dark Red Enchanter. I like this card. What else you got here? Mission of Faith, Mask of Darkness, Sphere Kribo. That's a really good one for Speed Duels too. Allure of Darkness. That's just good in general. Night Beam as well. Nobleman of Crossout. I think that was already in Speed Duels, was it? I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way. That's a good card, though. I mean, Metal Morph. I wonder if you could bring out, like, Red Eyes Metal then pretty easily. Floodgate. Chow Sai. Here's, like, our Spellcaster deck, basically. And some of these guys. Kaiku. Jester Fiend. So I guess this would be the Arcana one, basically. Yeah, there you go. There's your Dark Magician. Oh, you got a couple. Dude, that is nice. I remember when we finally got that in English and people were going crazy over it. So I think people are going to want to pick this up. And Dark Magic and Thousand Knives, all that's good. Summoner's Art. You're going to summon Dark Magician like it's nothing. You know, it's going to be easy. Revival Gem. After that, looks like the deck for strings. Worm Drake. Reactor Slime. So some cool stuff on that. Muka Muka. Sinister Serpent. Mother Grizzly. That's kind of cool. Jam Breeding Machines. Got to have those, of course. Emergency Provisions. Infinite cards, basically the stuff he used. Polymerization, Jam Defender, and Solemn Wishes, and Token Stampede. And then also there is your Humanoid Worm Drake as well, so a fusion for him on that too. Let's go with the Dark Magician next. Of course, you get your original art Dark Magician, Skill Dark, and yeah, you're getting a lot of your different, basically magicians. There's Dark Magician Girl. I'm about to say, I thought she was in here. Buster Blader. I think they said something about that, like they did with Flame Swordsman. Old Vindictive, that's actually pretty decent too. Mage Power, that could be scary. Oh, this card's pretty good too. Solitary Sword of Poison. That gives you some pretty insane attack, if I remember correctly. Then you're getting a lot of Buster Blader stuff, so you could build Buster Blader, I feel like, fairly easily now. There's your Dark Paladin. I think we're already... I can't remember. Did we have Dark Paladin? Maybe not. I can't remember if it was already in the older Battle City box that we got. Gearfried, Brilliant Captain, Rocket Warrior, that's an old favorite. Little Wingguard as well, that's one I used. Freed, Alligator Sword, Baby Dragon, Roulette Spider, that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's your Graceful Dice. I wonder if Skull Dice is in here too. Probably. United We Stand, that's good too. Use that in Mage Power. Oh boy, yeah, there's your Skull Dice. I like this. Kunai with Chain, Garbala Warrior, Guiltia, and Flame Swordsman. So I guess you could use any of those, really. And Alligator Sword Dragon. And Thousand Dragon. So like those first ones, though, I guess you could summon them as well with that card that I said was basically for Flame Swordsman. Alright, now for the last of our cards to go through. Air Orca. You got the Legendary Fisherman deck, basically. So all your water monsters. Piercing Moray. Maiden of Aqua. Fiend Kraken. Was that? Huh. I don't know if we ever got that in English. That's really cool. 7-color fish. I remember using that back in the day. Oh, there you go. That's a really nice reprint, too. I remember that being a little bit tougher to find. I think that was only in one set before, so... Good to see a reprint. Make cards easier to get. Always good. Umi. Water Hazard. Big Wave, Small Wave. Man, I remember a lot of these back in the day. And it's cool that they're still very useful now. Even Paleozoic. I think that's like the second one or something that we've had. Insects. Chainsaw Insect, even. I believe we had another Paleozoic already in Speed Duel. It's hard to keep track of all the stuff. Ooh, Parasite Paranoid. That's nice. That's good reprint. So it looks like they're trying to make things a lot better. Oh, man. I was thinking Gokibori. That's the one that he says would save Yugi in Waking the Dragons. I believe that's the one he rips. There's your Insect Barrier. And, of course, I'm going to assume DNA Surgery. Eradicating Aerosol. There you go. You go get someone that does that. You just do that. Yep, there's DNA Surgery. I'm about to say, is the combo there? And Jinzo. Jinzo Lord. Returner. Reflect Bounder. That's a pretty good older one. Freaking derp. Spell Caller. Or Canceller, excuse me. I'm reading that weird. Oh, Goal. I don't think we've had this one before. Pretty cool. Cyber Energy Shock. Cosmos Channeling. So some of his newer support, basically. Amplifier. Foolish Burial. Cosmic Cyclone, those are just good. Creature Swap's pretty good. Shockwave, Mind Crush, and Draining Shield. So, yeah, I think that is everything for you guys. Man, quite a few cards actually in this box. I mean, you're getting a lot of stuff. You're getting several decks. Like I said, was it 8 decks? Yeah, you get 8 decks so you can play with your friends. So just by buying one of these boxes, you and your friends can have a lot of fun with these. And again, the secret rares right there, I feel like that's going to be worth it. Like, that's not even all of them, of course, too. That's the only part that is actually random to get. And I feel like people are going to want to hunt down Red Eyes. Slifer, of course, I think you're guaranteed. And then you want to get this Dark Magician. Like, that's beautiful. Like, seriously, you got to get that. So let me know what you guys think about this box set. But honestly, I really like it. I like Speed Duels and stuff like that. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Konami. And of course, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.